20 copies of the Shizumarin. Now, this is different from the original version. I needed to point that out to a few people. We actually have a beach-designed background here, as you can tell. And then, of course, we have the sun at high noon up there, as you guys can see. And like I said, I'll leave a link down below so you guys can grab yours today. All right, let's pass it on over to Market Watch, shall we? Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Now, to be completely honest with you here, the way the market is right now, there's been some pretty interesting movements calming down on the back end of things here. But I think that this has been one of the most hilarious buyouts here of the block. The Shonen Jump magazine, Dread Scythe Harvester, has 7 listings right now, and I don't think anybody's noticed this, but these are $18 a piece right now for a Shonen Jump magazine promo. I don't know what has caused this to invert, because I don't think the card's good. I mean, there's more listings for Retro Pack 2 with a light play listing selling at $40. Yeah, you can get a secret rare version for the playset price of 3 of the Shonen Jump magazines, but come on, really? 7 listings for the old ultra rare from that? I don't know. I just found that massively fascinating and worth like talking about in and in itself, just for low quantities. Number 91. I don't know how many of you remember this, but you can buy an Ulti Light Play for the price it's going to cost you for an original ultra rare. Now, hear me out for a second. Why would I ever do that? Why would I pay for $5? Really? For this stupid thing? Meanwhile, Ulti's up here. $4, $5. I would rather just pick up these. I understand that, yeah, it was 3 level 4s to make this, and it wasn't necessarily, one of the greatest stepping stones to make back in the day, but that's a wee little bit impressive in terms of value. When you can see old certain cards start to invert on themselves. Yeah, that's interesting. I also wanted to mention Ride of the Valkyries here. This card actually bottomed out about $6, and we're starting our climb back up here. Actually, somebody just bought some Nearmans for 15s and 10s. I love the fact that they always see the Direct by TCG player here and they flip out. But you're looking at $8.50 for these right now, with still 5 pages. Once again, I think the Valkyrie deck is... It's a very fun deck to play, but when you're seeing this much of a massive turnaround on things, it's very interesting. I don't know if or where this stuff will get reprints, but that's what you're currently looking at in terms of value there. Also, shout out to Herald of Orange Light here. Still hasn't completely died off. 95, 93, and 100. People are actually picking these up. They're finally hitting the $90 mark. I wonder if this will be like Instant Fusion, honestly, where we'll see this, crash all the way down and then invert back up as people grab their playsets. Herald of Greenlight. This is still comical to me. 58 and 37 were your last few listings here, but I'm glad to see that some $70 listings are coming back. To be fair, people are like, well, we can just cut the Herald of Orange Lights, Robbie. We can play Herald of Greenlight. It's the same thing, and I'm just like... it's really not the same, but, you do you, duelist. You know what you're doing with your deck. You understand that Herald of Greenlight is evidently the sauce, but very interesting things happening back here in the Herald department. All right, Dimensional Fissure. So, having played some Runic tonight, I will tell you that this card is pretty good. Down to 120, 125. I do think that if you've noticed, there has been a very strong downward push on these, because we did see 175 on these very, very early on, and they are pushing down. And you do see your last sales were 1121 and then 120. That's 7 days with nobody buying these. So whether or not people believe that, Dimensional Fissure is going to change or do something, but your absolute highest rarity ones, people are actually kind of staying away from. These $16 down here, $13 for an Italian copy, $19. Commons going back down to 9s. Your Dimensional Fissure market is cooling off relatively quickly, so a little bit of a heads up on that for now, that the walking talking floodgates are cooling down. Power of the Elements. Really, 240 for Spanish DP. Okay. Ultimate Slayer. It looks like they're doing their thing. 128s. Martha's 145s. Primevials. I see a market price at 60. Did these uptick temporarily? No, 56, 56, 59. Okay, so it looks like whatever, boost that they had was probably from Black Friday, the way it looks. Sprite Blues. You can get a German copy for $37. That's very impressive. Sprite Elves 17s. Those are falling. We still have the unlimited print for this coming. Garuda's at $13. These are cooling down as well. Like I said, you have the unlimited printing of this coming early next year. We'll have to wait and see how this impacts the overall secondary market. I think it'll do something interesting per se, but we'll have to wait and see. Diabolus the Mind Hacker. So 126 listings for this. But you're going to notice something. We're finally at a $5 price point on this. All of those $2, $3 copies that we've been watching for a while now are gone, and they're heading back up. So I guess this is a warning now, officially, that we've started to see this inversion happen here. Keep an eye on the market here. See what's going on with Diabolus the Mind Hacker. I guess you've been warned. If those $4 copies start to disappear and you see this become $5, $6. It's going to be rough. Tactical Masters. There's not a lot to talk about back here, in my opinion, other than, look, a Servant's disappearing, 14 listings. Runic stuff is crashing down, 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 down. I can't wait for this to get cheaper. Same thing with Fountains are $40. Okay. Anti-Scams are $45. Cosmics, $40. I'd keep an eye on this. This right here is going to be the wild card of the block. We'll see if anything actually happens with Trap Trick or not. I kind of think it might. $30 on Labyrinth. Down, down they go. Interesting enough that Runic Tips are still holding at 25s. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Herald of Mirage Lights. People like me talking about penny stonks. This might be one just to kind of keep an eye on. I think that you can definitely, talking about penny stonks, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's got sales. There's a lot of these listed, though, for sure. All right. Oh, boy. Unicorns. Here we go again. I've looked at this card the last couple of days, coming off of, all the buyouts. Still $25 for you hit verified at 26. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see that going up. Dark World cards. I guess I'm just going to look at Dark World dealing. Excuse me, what? 130, 120. What is going on here? 140. Yeah, we're at 245 on up to 250, on up to 290. Yikes. Nope. Chaos Space. This is an interesting one. So I keep getting mentioned to talk about the secret reversion as a penny stonk, and I do agree. I think that this card is by far the definition of a penny stonk. It meets all of the criteria for a card that is going to go up in price, for sure. It looks like it already has gone up in price. I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing hit, $6, $7, because it is the superior version to the super rare. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, the super will forever, calm down. And as you can tell, you have 137 listings versus 93 listings. Meanwhile, your collector's rare up here, 112, 206 for a first ed, 115 for a near mint. Yeah, you can see that these are, definitely ticking down for sure. $200 here for the most part. So it's nothing too crazy, but once again, kind of keep an eye on all of the versions, because I think you're going to see an interesting ride with this. Oh boy, Sky Striker Rose is $290 now for the low. I see $186 still for your listed market price on Kagari's. Get mod plays at 150s. 175 above and up to 190. Nearman's going to cost you 198. The Sky Striker market is quite hilarious. It really is. Razor's down to 62s. What? What a listing. Okay, sure. Interesting. Yeah, that's really, I think, the most important stuff. back here in the Sky Striker department. And then last but not least, Berserker is from Elemental Hero Collection 1. Mod play. Is a near mint really going to cost you that much money? Oh my gosh, I think it is. $43 for light play. Well, they are. They're really $65. Holy moly. I also wanted to shout out the Lost Art down here. The TCG version's still $12. You get all the foreign copies in the world for $8, but near mint's still going to cost you $12. That's your market today. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.